Turn your house into a dream home. Recently opened a brand new one-stop stop for hardware and home decor. Visit the Home Hub at Maubale Madan Riting.
President game PCC ba Vincent H Palau Long ba ka Congress kala penun kam da ka bit ka ba campaign man Pelong Jingialang pait ba kumbale dikibai ha ka jing kun ya election Emily Sohiong ha bakran mata ka sngi ba Palau Long ba ka Congress kala penun kam da ka bit ban chulai drung ha gi yeng breu ban pin sngo thu i ke pait ba bagin ji ju kortong jong ka Congress ba S. Osborne Kharjana ulatheri ka UDP ka NPP bagi dai kum ki para pat Bakha ka BJP par ka RSS ki babut ya rukom perkhat jongkani ka seng ka ba persha iki nongrem ka senchar pai ba.
In Sohiong we are fighting very hard, and we had a meeting. We divide our team. So based on the inputs which we got from Sohiong Block Congress, so we decided we will not have big meetings like usual, but we'll have a door-to-door visits and we'll try to convince people. So we have deputed our people on the ground, and we divided into different sections and given charge to different in charge. For example, in areas where Gabriel has influence, so we give it to Gabriel. In areas where we have Dr. Celestian has influence, so he taking care of it. In areas where sngi has influence. So in that ground we have different areas, and I keep on monitoring every day. I also try to see that we cannot afford to have a big meeting nowadays. I think all those big meetings that you have to spend a lot of money, you have to hire a car, you have to do, so it becomes like a tamasa, a great tamasa. One or twice are alright, but every day is very difficult to sustained. We are in opposition, we should understand. But at the same time, it's very important for the people of Sohiong to know that if Congress is strong, then the minority, the indigenous people will be strong. If Congress is weak, then who will defend them? Because after all these UDP, NPP, they are like brothers and cousins of the BJP. For example, what is a BJP? A BJP is a political wing of the RSS. And if the NDP, NPP, UDP and others are with BJP together in the government, means they are like brothers and sisters of the BJP and the RSS. See, the ideology of the BJP is the ideology of RSS. So if UDP and NPP are with them, so they are ideologically also they have to somehow fully or partially have to fall in line with them. That's very important for our people to understand that this election is very important. Number one is important because we don't have an opposition in the house. For a healthy democracy, I think we need an opposition. So if we win this seat and then we get at least 1/10, then we are entitled for the opposition leader in the Congress. So in the 60 members houses, you don't have an opposition. I think it's not very healthy for the democracy, and it's not good for our people also. So on that ground, I think our people should forget about how to take money. They may take money, they may do whatever they like, but I think they should also see that Congress should win this time. And the only way to protect our people is if we have a strong opposition, because the ruling as of now is being dominated by BJP, and you see, be it in the border. And that's why we have a different strategy. It's not, see, whatever the UDP is doing, the BJP will compete. And they accuse each other, abuse each other, challenge each other. But we don't do so. In the meeting, I told them, we try to explain what is our policy, what is our ideology. We should not talk, like people talking in the street. We should not fight like they're fighting in the bazaar or fighting in a commercial area. This is politics which we need to be serious. We should take a proper decision. And our job is, what is an election? Election is, especially why the Election Commission give a time to campaign, is to make the people understand our ideology. And we should also try to explain what we are planning to do, what we are going to do. So that is our job. So we stick to that. We don't abuse any party, we don't accuse any party, especially individual, but we try to explain the difference between other party and us, and the policy of other party and us, and the ideology of other party and us. Us as a Congress, we stick, we remain, and I hope we'll sustain to our ideology, which we always for the poor, always for the minority, always for the indigenous people. And we respect all religions, we respect all caste and creed. So I think that's the ideology. So that's what we are explaining to the people.